Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing good. Everyone's going about their day nice and lovely. Today, we're going to be doing something real easy. I don't necessarily have super duper lots of time to be recording, unfortunately, as I will be leaving soon to go on a trip that I have mentioned a few times. And I will be gone for the next Wednesday through Sunday, pretty much. Worry not, though. You guys will still be able to catch up with me every single morning. Or at least a previous, recording of me every single morning. Range down, as this guy is tough. Because I have decided to record, like, 6 episodes worth of pretty much damn near a week's worth of Isaac to just kind of I thought that would be like, that's probably good enough, you feel me? I don't have 5 bombs. Where'd I get 5 bombs from? What the? All these bombs aside, and that aside, a little unfortunate, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I do enjoy recording Isaac as part of like my daily, what's it called, you know what I mean? Isaac has kind of just become a ritual to me. You might find it surprising, you might find it a little weird, but it's true. Recording Isaac has pretty much just become like a small ritual to your boy of just wanting to get some peace and quiet and just like yap about something nobody gives a damn about, you know what I mean? Yo, where is the secret room? Don't matter, we'll move on. But yeah, it's just a little unfortunate. I'm gonna be missing, you might not think it, but I will, recording for like the next few days. But whatever, is what it is. Anyways, Tony yapping about that aside. Hope you guys are doing well. I decided I wanted to take it easy and leave off on a high note, sort of. Let's do a regular Azazel run, you know what I mean? He is easily one of the easiest characters in the entirety of The Binding of Isaac. So, I decided why not just play it cool, you feel me? Just play it cool, play an easy character, never gotta worry about nothing. Let's see if Tony's, like, what's even the word? I got like this evil aura on me. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, bro, I will do everything in my power to make sure something goes right, and it's still gonna start hitting me with some bullshit, you know what I mean? I will do everything in my power to kind of like clutch up and survive, and then the game will still throw some BS my way, you know? So we'll see how I'm feeling about this run near the end of it. Who knows, I may want to end it. Oh my goodness! I'm not used to having such a god-awful tear rate, my apologies. Not bad. Honestly, not bad at all. There is only one sort of downside I kind of have. I am going to take my digital audio player, and I'm very happy because I managed to scramble and, what's it called? I managed to fill out my playlist pretty nicely, I think I'd say. You feel me? You guys know what I'm talking about? My playlist is like, what do you call it, My money long? I don't know why I just said my money long. My money long, but my bread longer, you know what I mean? You guys ever seen that video? It's not even a video, it's like an image. It's like, I done told y'all my bread long. And it's bro with like a vertically long piece of bread. It's like, it's not something that you would think to see, I guess is what I'm trying to say, you feel me? You'd see it and you'd be like, what the fuck is this? Type shit. Type gold shit, you know what I mean? Type Golshi. I think, no. Where is the secret room, dog? They be hiding this shit like it's... Oh, I think I know. I think it's here. There we go, yep, yes sirree. Well, my bad, like I was saying though, it's just like, you wouldn't expect to see a piece of bread just that long, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You feel me? Like, you know. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, Tony? I don't know. Oh, Book of Virtues. And Book of the Dead. And Book of Belial. I shan't even pick up Anarchist Cookbook. You know, here. You know what? Oh, let me pop Book of the Dead. Let me pop Book of the Dead real quick. Let me take it for one room. If I can take it for one room, I'll get some things out of it. Okay, maybe not one room. Okay, okay. 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 Good enough. There you go. Then we'll go ahead, get me my Wisp, and then let's just take Book of Belial for the remainder. Because it's just too good. It's just too good. It's too good to pass up. But, like I was saying, I managed to secure my playlist. Hopefully, should be good enough. It's definitely nowhere near my Spotify playlist length. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. You know what I mean? My Spotify playlist is like, honestly, it's surprising to me, I guess. You know, the part that might be surprising, you know, if you're thinking, Tony, what's so surprising, is just, it's like a sense of, I know that I like music a lot, you know what I mean? I would say, oh, music, it's a very important thing to me. But I never would have known / like noticed how important of a thing music is to me had I not kind of like noticed and realized, like, damn, my playlist is like 1,600 songs worth, you know what I mean? Tony, you're like songs, like, you know, if your playlist is only 1,600 songs, you should see my like songs. And it's like, brother, one, this ain't a contest. Two, my like songs are also big as shit, you know? My like songs are crazy in its, what's it called? In its length. It used to be somewhere in like the 6,000, but a lot of those 6,000 liked songs were not mine, you know? Because I used to share my account with a friend. So part of me is like, you know, yeah, I got all these songs, but like I can't truly say art. You know, a part of me is like, I can't truly say I'm a fan or whatever of all of this music, you know what I mean? I can't have 6,000 songs in my liked songs and I don't even listen to like 20% of it, you feel me? So I just decided, F it, I was gonna go through, and I did. You have no idea how long it took. I remember it took me over the course of a week to go through and cut down from 6,000 to like 3,000 something. And I don't even think I got rid of it all. I think you know, in my mind, I'm pretty sure I got rid of a decent chunk, but I'm like still 99% sure there's some songs out there that I wouldn't listen to. I wouldn't even go with a 10-foot pole near, you know what I mean? No disrespect, by the way. No disrespect to any of these artists that have found themselves, unfortunately, stuck in my liked songs playlist, you feel me? Oh god, I did not mean to do that. I meant to just, 2,775. That is how much my like songs are. It's just that, I don't know, my friend and I had different tastes. Like, he would, Keshi. I don't even know who the fuck Keshi is. I'm literally just scrolling down right now. Who is Keshi, bro? Why do I have a Kid Laroi song like that's not, what's it called? Stay, you know? Oh, I forgot Sacred Heart gives me, what's it called? That's so goated. Sacred Heart gives me homing. That's beautiful. You know, there's some 30 Seconds to Mars. Jared Leto ain't the greatest human being on earth. One of the worst, dare I say. But he still got some good songs. In 30 Seconds to Mars, like This Is War and The Kill. I mean, come on. Everyone knows that song, bro. Break me down. Bury me. I am finished with yo. It was so funny listening to that song for the first time because I remember the reason I even was introduced to 30 Seconds to Mars and that specific song was because of this girl that I was crushing on in high school had shown it to me. And she was like, oh, Whiter Brimstone, that's really good. I'm sorry, my donation machine is on the verge of filing a lawsuit against me, bro, I know. But, she introduced me to the song by, like, sending me the music video for it, and she was talking about, it was a banger, and I was like, let me give this a try. And I remember listening to it, and I was like, dude, hold up. She was cooking, you know what I mean? I was like, hold on. She's kinda got a point. She's kinda cooking up low key. And then I listened to This Is War because that was another song that she enjoyed, and I was like, hold on, this song is pretty good too. And then I never listened to any other songs by them. And then in the future I found out that Jared Leto is like the leader of a cult, allegedly, or something. I don't know. I don't want to throw out any accusations. I'm not trying to have Jared Leto's lawyers, you know, suing a friggin' 174 subscriber channel. But you never know. You never know. So I gotta cover my tracks. Allegedly like the leader of a cult, and not allegedly, just straight up confirmed, a complete a-hole on the set of Suicide Squad. I remember I heard the stories he would like send like dead rats to his you know, not co-hosts, co-workers, actors, fellow actors and actresses in the films. And he would just send like, oh, here's a dead rat that I just decided to send because I'm so quirky, Jared Leto. And it's like, dog, you suck as a human being, you feel me? I mean, what can you do? I guess. I don't know. Not to defend the guy, but it's like, I don't know. I can't do shit besides just make it well known, I guess. You know, make it known. Spread the word type beat. Dear Silas, who are these people? You know what I mean, bro? Music is such an important thing to me. Music is so goated. I love listening to it. I love interacting with the music. Things are so goated. You know what I mean? Music, it just as a concept is so goated. Yet, this is gonna sound mean, never mind. Yet there is an abundance of bad. And for some reason, a lot of it has found itself in my liked songs. I don't know. I'm not the kind of guy that's like, I was making a joke. Don't kill me. Me personally, I don't fuck with some kind of music. You know what I mean? Certain types of music, I hear it and I'm just like, I just don't fuck with it, you know? It's not my cup of tea. And I'm aware that some of that music is just not my cup of tea. So I'm not gonna be out here like, oh man, you fuck with this music, bro, you should get skinned, you know? Like, none of that. I'm not gonna hate on someone for the music that they enjoy, you feel me? That just kind of seems a little not out of my, you know, that's out of my jurisdiction or whatever. It's not my forte, is what I'm trying to say. Oh my god, you know I saw, hold on. I remember the other day I saw a list on the internet. It was a TikTok and it was a list of like, oh, these are the like 10 best animes that I've watched or whatever, you know? And he had some bangers. I was like, oh, there's some good choices on here, you know? I've never seen Fully Cooley, but I've heard it was good. Kill la Kill, also never seen, but my friends were watching with me and they were gassing that up. I didn't see a single JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so the list can't be that good. And the list definitely wasn't that good because he also included a Mushoku Tensei, and I'm just like, look, I don't know, man. I just don't fuck with it like that. You feel me? I personally just don't fuck with Mushoku Tensei like that. And I just find it mad weird, you know? I'm no fucking tourist or whatever, by the way. I don't know why. I don't know why I feel the need to defend myself. It's just, I guess, I don't want to say, oh, it's the world we live in, you know, none of that shit. But it's like, it's low-key kind of true. Or at least on anime Twitter or whatever, you know, you give an opinion that just differs from the norm of like average anime viewer on Twitter. They'll just instantly hit you with the tourist allegation. And it's like, my brother in Christ, I'm like the furthest thing, you know? I'm like furthest thing from a tourist, bro. Well, fuck, I grew up watching this shit, you know? Whether it be A, Dragon Ball in elementary school, or B, freaking high school, not even high school, middle school and up, just watching, you know, shit like Another and all these other not ass animes, you know, sort of online, peak known as Parasite, dare I say. I don't know. I just feel like, I guess, if you want to have an opinion in the year of our Lord 2025, at least an opinion that can be perceived by like the internet, I just feel like you gotta clear your name, you know what I mean? Like you gotta kind of drop where you come from, sort of deal. It's like, hey, look, I want to give my opinion on anime, so what I gotta do is I gotta inform y'all about like my extensive anime knowledge and how I've consumed it growing up, so you guys know that I'm not a quote-unquote tourist, aka just someone who has a different anime opinion, because that's kind of what it feels like it's being thrown around as. Oh, that guy was alive. You know what I mean? Let's get Sci-Fly. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Don't give him his jacket, bro. But I don't know why the Mushoku Tensei thing even popped in my head. Because I remember I saw the entirety of it. You might be thinking, Tony, where do you have coming on like shitting on Mushoku Tensei or whatever? You know what I mean? What's your validity? Well, why should we respect / maybe value your opinion? And I'm gonna be honest with you, you got your own opinion. Don't have me speaking on how I don't like it completely change how you feel about the anime as a whole. But if you must know, I had watched the entirety of season 1 and 2 with a close friend because he liked Mushoku Tensei and he wanted to show me it. And I will admit that I did think some parts of it were cool, but just the everything as a whole, just, I don't know, I just don't fuck with it, you know? It's just not my cup of tea or whatever. So that's, you know, I come from a place of maybe not respect, might not be the proper word, but I come from a place of I've actually given the media a shot, you know what I mean? I've actually, low-key better than most people's opinions on certain things, I've actually read the shit, you know, I've seen the shit myself. So because I've seen it, now I have a valid opinion in that I don't fuck with it at all. I think it's kind of just kind of weird and a little creepy undertones to it. You feel me? I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just the main character. The main character maybe might not even, you know, because that's like the isekai genre as a whole or whatever. That's what my friend be telling me. But it's just the main character. You feel me? Rudius or whatever. Him. It's him specifically. That's the motherfucker I got the problem with the anime. You feel me? If they had just made the main character just like more tolerable and not a bitch, excuse my language, excuse my French, maybe I would like it more. But I hate his ass. And so that's why I don't fuck with it, you know? I think I figured it out. I think I've clocked it.
Just get over it.
I'm pretty sure I've just clocked it, fellas. I've already gone through all of these, so it doesn't matter. But just, I don't know, bro, you know? I don't know. I saw that as bro's number 2, and I was just like, nah, I can't co-sign this. And even with what I said, no JoJo anywhere to be seen. Not even in the top 10, brother? Nah, I think you're smoking. I think you're smoking. It was so bad. Granted, it's a TikTok comment section. I have a whole, like, not hit piece, but I have a think piece, like, in my mind. I'll probably write it out or put it in video form at some point. But, like, the difference between TikTok and Instagram comment sections needs to be, like, studied, bro. You know what I mean? It needs to be put in a museum and studied upon. Maybe a museum might not be the best place to study it, but you know what I mean. That shit needs to be like taken another look at, because I swear to God, the people in an Instagram comment section versus a TikTok comment section, you wouldn't think they lived on the same planet, bro. Honestly, sometimes they might even be same ass accounts. You might not even think it's the same dude. All right, and reason I speak that is, if I saw that video on TikTok, it was like the top 10 or whatever, and all the comments in the TikTok video were like, check his hard drive. You know what I mean? You know, you feel me? They were like, check bro's hard drive. Nah, don't let your kid around him. They not safe type of shit. Like, you feel me? And a part of me, I'm not gonna lie, a part of me, I low-key share that same sentiment. I'm like, check bro's hard drive. What's on that, you know? Do the feds need to be dialed? But if you go onto an Instagram comment section, you'll probably find like just 8 different slurs thrown at him. You feel me? Tony, how could you know? You feel me? How would you know? I've seen it myself, bro. All right, I literally here. I'm gonna give y'all. You know what? What time is it? Yeah, I got time. We still got to like fight the entirety of Dogma and Beast. We got time for this. I decided, you know what, man? After speaking on the man known as Jay West Films in a Isaac episode, I think like a week or 2 back, I decided, let me take a little bit of a deeper dive. Let me see what I can find on this sort of deal. You feel me? Let me see what investigative journalism Tony can kind of bring up. And what did I find other than some insanity that I think is crazy? You feel me? Now, I'm not gonna be able to say some of the things that I might be reading in a second, but I assure you, that's just kind of the nature of the whole thing. So I decided, after speaking on Jay West films, I decided, you know what? I kind of want to do a little bit more investigative journalism. I want to check Bro's account. So I decide to take my ass over to Instagram, because that's where I usually saw the posts. And I was like, let's see what Bro has been posting. And anytime I see a post of his, it's like, oh, top 5 songs that you need to be bumping all summer. 3 songs that should go in your playlist. You know what I mean? Kendrick should play this at the Super Bowl, and it, you know, not like us, instead of whatever. What the hell was that? Why did he do that? You know what I mean? The usual kind of suspects, I guess you would say. The usual things you would see in, like, on his channel, I guess, if you guys are aware of who Jay West Film is. The usual things that you would see on Bro's channel, of just him being like, you need to add these songs to your playlist, you know, making, just in general, no offense to Guy, in general, just kind of corny content, you feel me? So what I decided to do is, let me compare these comment sections / videos to the TikTok versions. So what I did is I opened up his account and I went to the first video I saw, checked the comment section. What do I get? Let's read some of the comments, alright? One of the first comments I see is publicly give Jay West a prostate exam. What the hell are you talking about? Second comment, reduce Jay West to ash. Third comment, I cannot say. Fourth comment, crucify Jay West Films. Fifth comment, obliterate Jay West Films. Sixth comment, not necessarily a bad thing to say, just weird. Circumcise Jay West Films, you know what I mean? You're just like, what the hell am I seeing? I go onto TikTok and instead I just get another hard watch. Imagine trying to explain your job to people and having to show them this broken heart wilted flower emoji. 17 by Jordan Lucas is criminal considering Donald Trump by Mac Miller, you know? People being like, this is corny, or just, what's the word I'm thinking of? People actually interacting. Another one, nobody is finna bump these. And then there was a newer one, which was Still in the Paint is now off my playlist, you know? Which is a Denzel Curry song. What indie coworker music? Filmed in complete silence by themselves, by the way. Just bottom 1 person of all time played this shit, had to walk home. The video was like, these are songs that will get the party going. Played this shit, had to walk home. Played this on aux and they crashed the car. I'ma lie, this is fire. Y'all wouldn't know good music if it was blaring in your ears. Then I went back to Instagram. Let's compare. Chemically castrate Jay West Films. Disembowel Jay West Films. Bury Jay West Films alive. And it's like, what do they be putting in the water, man? You know what I mean? I'm just baffled. I be seeing the videos and I'm just baffled, bro. Cause I'm like, look, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You know, the videos Jay West Films makes are kind of corny. And it's kind of like that sort of deal where it's like, oh, you give hip hop fans, you give Kendrick fans a bad rap. You know what I mean? I don't know if any of that though is on the level of like, publicly give this man a prostate exam. You know what I mean? At that point, it's like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Didn't I already do this? No, I didn't. I didn't do Beast. Okay. It's just like, I don't even, you know what I mean? It's insane. It's just insane to me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And like, I don't know. You know what are the insane? What's the insane shit going on between Instagram and TikTok, bro? You feel me? What is the insane? Bro is walking on air. Do you see him? Part of me is just thinking, like, what is the insane difference going on between Instagram and TikTok, bro? Is like Instagram's moderation just way more lenient or something? I don't know. I don't even want to know what would happen if that man was on Twitter, you know what I mean? I feel like Jay West Films Media can only exist via short form content in TikTok, YouTube, Instagram Reels, you know what I mean? Anyways, that was my my investigative journalism of Instagram versus TikTok comment sections. Want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, I greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on the time reviewing this. And I'll catch y'all, this Tony, will catch y'all in about a week. Later, y'all.